checking on me. What's up? I'm doing videos every day for the month of November. December I'm doing Vlogmas, but I don't know exactly when I'm gonna do Vlogmas. I might switch it up and just do all shorts. I don't know. Whatever. Stick around and find out what I'm gonna do. A lot of times I do discussions, talks, motivations, or just whatever I do for the day. You know, whatever comes, whatever's clever, right? But anyway, happy November. I want to get into it, guys. Today's topic is just my experiences in New York or whatever. I don't know, like, if y'all going to New York for Christmas or anything like that, or if y'all ever visited New York. But I've lived in New York for a long time with my family. We moved out of New York for it's been 10 years now, but we grew up in New York, raised our kids, birthed my kids in New York, got married in New York, met my husband in New York, went to school in New York, graduated in New York. So, you know, yeah, that's our life. So anyway, so when I got my first apartment, okay, because how I got my apartment was, long story short, I went to the shelter. Back then, when you go to the shelter, you can get like help with getting an apartment, because apartment was still expensive back then, no matter what. The jobs were still jobbing and not paying a lot of money back then as well. So I went to the shelter, and the shelter is a whole story within itself. I gotta tell you about that experience. But anyway, I was pregnant with my second son, and I had my first one. I have 3 children now, but my oldest was about 2, and I was pregnant with my second son. So we got this place on like a busy street, like right near the train station. Like the train station was like above, right? And the place was cool, whatever. I mean, but they had mice. But luckily my brother, rest in peace, got us a cat, and my cat was the smartest cat ever. She was a kitten when he brought her to us, and that kitten would bring the mice to me, okay, in his mouth, like, look, I got it for you. And then I would just open the door, and the cat, her name was Glory, she would go down the stairs, take it outside. I don't know what she would do with that mouse, but whatever she would do with that mouse, she would do with that mouse, and then come right back inside. So, but anyway, one of the situations was, all right, so we had a neighbor next door. All right, so this is, I feel like our block was probably the first to get like a lot of gentrification or whatever. But we was in the hood. That was the hood, okay? We had the bodega at the corner store. We had the fish fry. We had the soul food restaurants. We had the grocery store across the street. We had a public school across the street too. We had a daycare center across the street. Down the block we had like a not a Blockbuster, but we had like a local like movie shop at the end of the corner. We had Chinese food on our block. We had the pizza store on the corner on our block. We had, if you wanted clothes, you just go down the block. We had, I think, was it Modell's or something like that down here? I think it was Modell's. Or was it Jimmy Jazz? No, it wasn't Jimmy Jazz. Wasn't Modell's either. Was it Modell's? I don't know. One of them kind of stores we had. Like 2 of them kind of stores we had. Sneaker store down the block. Because we lived on like Broadway. And Broadway's like, it was like the borderline of Bushwick, like hitting Bushwick, and then Bed-Stuy. So our neighbor, I don't know if they were Indian, Arabian, I don't know what they was. For some reason, they had a problem with putting their trash right in front of their door. Like on our block, right? It was a busy street, and we had to put our trash like kind of like in front of our door, like on the sidewalk, like not in front of the door, but like, you know, at the curb, like in front of our house or whatever. And we had like these long poles that go up to the train station. So whatever pole was kind of next to you, you could use that pole if it was like in front of your crib. But if not, you just put it like kind of like, you know, on the curb, right? And so our neighbor would just put their garbage like in front of ours. And because there were mice on this block, you can't be putting your extra garbage over here, because I don't want all the mice to be gathering around having a block party in front of our crib. Like, I was just, me and my husband was just not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? They would just always do it. And we was like, what's wrong with these people? They would just always do it. So my husband would just put the garbage back on their side that it was theirs, because downstairs was actually a store. The store, I don't know where they put their garbage, but I've never really seen them put their garbage out. I think they took it to the dump or something. I don't know where, but they were like they wasn't a food store. It was a just a regular convenience store downstairs where you buy like stuff like it just imagine a mini Walmart. That's what it was. So but they didn't have food downstairs, thank God, because that would have brought more mice. But anyway, so they would just keep doing it, like, and after a while my husband was like, look, they getting out of hand. So he used to do the wildest things. Like, I remember one time it was like a whole bunch of like CDs broken up or something like that, and they put it like, I don't think they even had it in a bag. They just kind of dumped it like in front of our crib. And he was like, look, I'm sick of this. So he took all their garbage and put it right in front of their door. So as soon as they walk out the door, they're gonna step in it. He put it there. Okay, I don't know if I'm giving this shit away, but who cares, because they started that shit. Okay, so he put it right in front of their door. He used to put mad shit in front of their door so they couldn't get out, because they kept putting garbage in front of our door, right? And then after a while they got a camera. But like, I don't care. Why y'all putting garbage in front of our door? Like, the garbage don't belong in front of our door on our curb. It belongs in front of your door on your curb. Like, what's wrong with y'all? So anyway, after a while they stopped. So then this wasn't the end. Okay, there was actually a refrigerator store. They sold refrigerators and I think washer and dryers down the block, on our block. And there was like a Spanish spot, you know. So they it was then, for some reason, the garbage, I'm trying to remember exactly, I think the garbage got down there in front of their store, okay, in front of their curb, and they got fined for it, okay, because they're a business. And like, because the businesses would get fined for it, and you would get fined for it too, but the landlord would get fined for it. So if you have like your garbage not disposed of properly in New York, right? So the girl that was actually putting the garbage in like in front of our crib, she told them down the block that my husband was the one that put the garbage there to get them the fine. So I'm like, so then they spoke to my husband. He came down because we walked up and down the block or whatever, and they stopped and was like, yo, like why you put the garbage, you know, we got a fine, da 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 da. And he was like, yo, I didn't put no garbage in front of, why would I do that? Why would I come all the way down the block and put garbage in front of y'all store? Like, that don't make no sense. This is not my garbage. And then he was like, well, so and so said that you did it. And it was the girl, like that, our neighbor that lived right next to us. It was like a young girl or whatever. We was older than her. She probably like in her 20s, and we was like in our 30s, early 30s. And she was like, and he was like, what? It's like, this the same girl that's putting garbage in front of our crib. Like, I ain't put no garbage in front of your crib, in front of your business. And then they was like, oh, we got a video. So he was like, let me see the video. So when he looked at the video, you couldn't see the person's face. Or you could see that the person had like a ponytail, and the person was light. So you kind of seen that like the back, like my husband has like a ponytail, but his pony, like the girl has a ponytail too, and her ponytail is kind of short too, just like his. So she gonna say that it was him, and they don't know exactly who it was, and they believed her or whatever. And he was like, that wasn't me, and yeah, I can't prove it was me because you can't even tell from that video. It was probably her. This looked like her. And they were like, well, she said it was you. It's like, she don't know or whatever. So it was crazy. They were just going back and forth, like she never confronted my husband about it or whatever. Like, we never, like, I think one day we knocked on the door and was like, look, y'all can't keep putting y'all garbage in front of our store. Like, you can't keep doing that. Like, and I think it was an older woman that came out, probably her mother or whatever, and she was acting like she can't speak English and she didn't understand what we was talking about, but she knew what we was talking about because she was throwing garbage too, but mostly her daughter. But anyway, I think they was related somehow to the people in the pizza shop, and we used to go there sometimes and eat or whatever. But you know, when we got little beef wars, garbage wars with them, I ain't go as much because I don't know. You know, I used to watch them closely handling my pizza. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we went there one time because we seen that they was kind of associated with each other, because I think they had lived with them or something. I think, I'm trying to, because this was a while ago, so I'm trying to remember. And so we went to the pizza store, and then we was like, look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you know them. Y'all related. Y'all friends, famous, blah, blah, blah. Besties. they putting garbage in front of our crib, and it's already mice on this block. I don't want mad garbage in front of our crib. Put it in front of your crib. That's where it belongs. Our crib is not the designated spot for the garbage of the block. Okay. So he was like, oh, we'll talk to her. We'll let her know. I'm like, yeah, let her know. So after a while, they kind of slowed down a little bit, but they would do it every once in a while, like we forgot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you like be like, okay, I'm not gonna I'm gonna just wait a little while before I put my garbage back there. Maybe they'll forget. That's what they was thinking. I don't know why, but anyway, they might have waited a week and then they started again. Yo, big ass mattresses and stuff like that in front of the house, and I was just like, what is wrong with these people? So then I just got downstairs. We got cool with the guy downstairs that owned the store, and he was like, who this big ass mattress here? Matter of fact, no, this is what happened. When they put the mattress, this time they put it like where the store put their garbage, because everybody kind of had, like I said, a designated spot to put their garbage. Even our garbage was not mixed with the store garbage. All right, so our garbage was on one side of the pole, and and the store garbage that lived underneath us, they ain't live underneath, but they was underneath us. Their stuff was on the other side of the pole, so they decided to put their dirty ass mattress in front of the store side, and plus some other garbage or whatever. So he was like, "Is this y'all garbage? Is this y'all mattress?" And he was like, "No, that's the neighbor's mattress." So then they had to go over there and knock on the door and say, y'all gotta come move this shit. Y'all gotta move this mattress and this garbage from over here and put it, don't bring it back over here either. And he was like a Dominican guy, like a really chocolate looking Dominican guy. And it was just, I think they just had garbage boys with everybody. Like, they allergic to putting the garbage in front of their crib because, like I said, the block had mice. See, we had cats, a cat, and our cat was good. So we didn't have no more mice once we had our cat. So I don't know, like, if they have a cat or whatever, that they just wanted to just put garbage everywhere. And then the next thing you know, that same mattress was across the street, because they had public garbage cans, but it was across the street. Well, there was one at the corner, but they didn't put it at the corner because I guess that piece of business, that's their family or whatever, and the piece of business would get fined. So they didn't put their garbage there in that public garbage. They put it across the street near the public school. And I was just like, this don't make no damn sense. They done put the damn mattress across the street at the public school garbage. Like, well, it was a public garbage. It's just right next to the public school. And I'm just like, yo, we just had to, that was just one of the craziest situations in Brooklyn, which we had many. But garbage wars with our neighbor, always something. Before I end this video too, let me tell you what another incident I had. So I had a dance studio, okay? This how crazy people in Brooklyn is, yo. Cause, all right. So I had a dance studio, okay? Several dance studios in Brooklyn. Yes, my own, right? And it's a long story of why I had several and why I don't have any right now, okay? So I wound up renting from this guy, really nice guy. So I thought. And I used to rent for him for like 2 hours. And I used to have my dance classes there. I had a teacher teach 1 hour. And I think the other hour, did I teach? Or did she teach both hours? She might have taught both hours and I just paid her or whatever. And so I had a ballet bar, right? And that ballet bar had like, it was, what do you call it? Movable. You know what I'm saying? You can move it. And so he was like, oh, you don't want to take it back and forth, because did we have a car yet? No, we didn't have our car yet. And I didn't want to, like, that it's a big ass bar, I had to take it apart, I have to carry it, I didn't want to do all that, I had to get on the bus, and so he was like, oh, we can just leave it right here in our basement and stuff like that, you know, so you have to carry it back and forth, you don't have to pay me, it's all good, you know, you just pay for your spot whenever you use the studio. And then he was like, look, you can have little shows here too. And, you know, I was like, cool, I can have a show here. Because I've always did when I had a studio, my own. And so when it was time to have a show, right, I had a show. And I told him, I think I told him, yeah, that I was going to have a show. And then he came in during the show and was like, looking like, what's going on? Like, what's this? I'm like, oh, this is the show, whatever. Don't worry, I'm promoting your business or whatever. which I was letting everybody know, like, look, y'all can rent from his spot. He helps out the community, because every Thanksgiving he used to buy turkeys for the community and give it out. Him and his partner, they used to do a lot of like nice things for the community or whatever. So I thought everything was all good. The show ended, and then he was like, can I talk to you? I was like, cool. And he was like, next time, you let me know way ahead in advance that you're gonna have a show. Can you hurry up, because we have our karate class right afterwards. And which he did have a karate class afterwards, but I paid for 2 hours every, I think, Saturday. I paid for 2 hours every Saturday. You're not gonna rush me out, especially if my show's within the 2-hour limit. My show was probably like an hour and a half or whatever, and then afterwards we sold like snacks and stuff. I had my son sell snacks, so yeah, entrepreneurs. But anyway, I guess he wasn't feeling it. Like, he was just like, you gotta tell me that. I'm like, I did tell you. Like, what's the big deal? Like, this is within my 2 hours. Whatever I do within my 2 hours and it's still dance, why is this a problem? Oh, because you didn't tell me. I did tell you. I think he wanted a percentage of the proceeds from the show. The thing is, it's not like it was a whole bunch of people that came, because it was the first show I ever had there. And this place wasn't huge. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of my family and the parents. And I didn't charge the parents. Only charged, did I charge the parents? I don't think so. I only charged if you was bringing a guest. So, I don't know. I was just like, I wasn't feeling him, okay? I didn't like how he came across. He was acting mad funny. So I was like, okay, I'm done. I need to get my own spot again, okay? So, then I wanted to get my dance bar out of there. This man would not let me get my dance bar, okay? He always had an excuse. He would not give me my dance bar. And I didn't tell my husband, because my husband is ghetto, okay? He Brooklyn. He's all the way Brooklyn, okay? So when he kept playing with my patience, I had to tell my husband, because I needed my dance bar. As soon as I told my husband, and he went over there, I don't know what he said to that man, but my husband came back with my dance bar. You best believe that. And then I said, babe, like, what was the deal? Like, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I got my dance bar. All I know is I got my dance bar. Because that man would not give me my dance bar. That's mine. You're not holding nothing. Mad because I don't want to rent from you no more, because you being extra. You doing too much. Okay? I don't know why you mad. Why you mad? But anyway, yeah. So, I got 100 stories about Brooklyn, y'all. 100 more stories. But anyway, I'm showing it for myself, and I thought I'd tell you about that. That's a dope story time about living in New York. I got mad stories about living in New York. I wonder if I should do a series about living in New York, because boy, I know my husband got some crazy stories about living in New York, but that's just a couple crazy stories about living in New York. But I'm gonna keep this brief, keep this short. I'm about to do a shorts video, guys. Y'all go support that. Y'all give me a like. Y'all subscribe. Y'all come back for the next video, because I'm changing up a little bit. Because sometimes I'll do motivation, but I'm gonna go what I'm feeling in my heart, in my spirit, in my soul. Yeah, you should too. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you're having a very happy holiday. I got my Christmas tree today. I got some lights. Gonna have to throw that old Christmas tree away, because we had to upgrade. This year is gonna be a better Christmas. Last year, I was working for Spirit Halloween. I'm saying names, and they did not give me my bonus, so I did not get the presents and everything that I wanted for my children last year. They did get stuff, but it wasn't what I expected Christmas to be like. You know what I'm saying? And I was not feeling them at all. And I did a video about it, and feel it in my Vlogmas video last year. I put it out. I didn't think I said their name, but I'm saying it this year because I'm saying it this year. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate that. But anyway, I'm ranting now, and that's another story about Spirit Halloween, which I need to tell a story about that. But anyway, yeah, I got my Christmas tree, y'all, so I might do some vlogs or shorts or something. I'm gonna change it up a little bit, but I'm gonna still put some motivation in it, because that's what I do. You don't like it, swipe up. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, guys. I'll see y'all in the next video. Happy holidays. Peace and love.